morning here in Kalgoorlie. Just having a walk up to Charlotte Reservoir. Yeah, first I was looking for a body of water, a reservoir, but that's it there, they've just enclosed it. Non-potable water. So there's Kalgoorlie down there. Another mine. Surrounded by all these poppet heads. Ship the water by pipeline from Mundaring. You see that pipeline on the road. So today there's 8,000 kilometres of pipeline. So it doesn't all come from Mundaring to Kalgoorlie. It's sort of being used for agricultural as well. So it was built 1898 to 1902. Opened up the eastern goldfields. And it was the longest system for supplying fresh water in the world at the time. 566 kilometres long, 8 steam-driven pumping stations. So since 1903, water for WA's eastern goldfields has been pumped from Mundaring Weir. Water takes 1 or 2 weeks to reach Mount Charlotte Reservoir. So water was more precious than gold in the goldfields. They used to use camels to cart the water even from Northam. The longest freshwater pipeline made news around the world in 1903. It's only the third in Australia, another being Snowy River Scheme and Sydney Harbour Bridge. There's International Historic Civil Engineering Landmarks in Australia. It was originally just meant to go to Kalgoorlie, which was sort of the centre of the gold area, but then they extended it to Kalgoorlie and then to Norseman, so it's just been expanding. Oh well, off to Perth now. Follow the pipeline. Kalgoorlie, the old railway station. Yeah, so before all the mines took off in Kalgoorlie, it was Kalgoorlie that was the hub of the gold district. Just at the BOONDI Rock National Park, the Goldfield Woodlands National Park. So it's really interesting scenery, all the salmon gums. There's the water pipeline through there, heading to the goldfields. Yeah, a bit of a wet weather at the moment. The road's not too bad here, the dirt road. So I'm in this area here, the Great Western Woodlands. So I've left Kalgoorlie, haven't reached Southern Cross, I'm probably in the middle here. Yeah, the Goldfields Woodlands. So they relied on a lot of these water catchments for the trains, of course. So the Woodlines Railway with the extra tracks so they could gather the wood. So they cleared a lot of area, not only to feed the trains but to feed the power stations, build homes, to prop up the tunnels. Just a couple of kilometres off the road. I think it's called BOONDI Rock and Dam. Now, not sure how far this walk goes. That's alright, I needed some exercise. Yeah, but they built the little dam walls. Yes, that channel of water down the rocks. And into the dam. I'm just at the number 6 pumping station on the Golden Heritage Pipeline Trail. You apparently can't go in there anymore because there's apparently asbestos, so yeah, see what else I can find here. The number 6 GHOOLI, GHOOLI, GHOOLI. Yes. Yeah, so here's Mundaring, Northern Merredin, all the way to Kalgoorlie. That's Kalgoorlie, that's where we are there, the Southern Cross section here. Yeah, so there's the pipeline from Mundaring Weir to Kalgoorlie. Apparently they used to originally have it in a trench and possibly buried, but yeah, hard to access it. So they put it above ground. I think I was reading during the Depression they got people to put it above ground. Just nearly at Southern Cross, just on the outskirts. Just at the Southern Cross information board. And all these old original headstones from the original cemetery. Yes, well they've even used some of the broken headstones, so a lot of them are young people or heading out to the goldfields. Number 5, Merredin. Yeah, so these are all part of what opened up the goldfields of Western Australia. Yeah, so without these pumping stations, no water. No water for the town, no water for the trains. Well, I think they had a lot of dams for the trains as well. Yeah, so they're all put in trenches, but due to rust and losing water they were put above ground. That's where we are here between Merredin and Westonia. That's that little map section here. Just at Carabin, about to head up to Westonia and have a look at the BOONDI soak and the mine there. Some of the areas I'm not 100% sure their road conditions for all this rain, so I'll see where I can get to in this area. So I've got Merredin to the left here, Southern Cross to the right. So I'm on the Great Eastern Highway here. Little town of Westonia. This is the EDNA gold mine. So those prospectors heading to Kalgoorlie didn't realise it was here until a sandalwood collector, Alfred Weston's, found gold in 1910. But eventually it was flooded, and by July 1915 more water was flowing into the mine and could be pumped out. Yeah, when you look at Google Earth or even Wikicamps, you can see the gigantic holes in the ground. They've certainly got a few mines going on, a few gold mines here. So the BOONDI soak, or the BOONDI well. Yeah, 1865. Charles Hunt clearing a track from York to Kalgoorlie. So yeah, this was one of the wells sunk in 1865. So they built a series of these wells according to the sign from York to Kalgoorlie. They captured this bushranger, Mundaring Dam, who was trying to get to South Australia following the wells along the way, knowing that the wells were sort of heading eastward. Rabbit-proof fence, 1901. So rabbits were introduced into Australia as a harmless addition to hunting sport in 1859 in Victoria, and imported 24 rabbits from England and released them. The rabbits soon multiplied, spread throughout Victoria, New South, southern Queensland, South Australia. By 1894 they advanced across the Nullarbor. Yeah, so that's where we are here. There's the rabbit-proof fence, right up north of Port Hedland. Yeah, waking up to a nice sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. Pull over is right next to the water pipe. Just driving through Merredin. So the railway dam was built from 1893 to 1896. Use the water from the dam for the town. So yeah, this was another railway dam built for the trains heading to the goldfields. So this is the remains of the second of the first hospital site. So there's concrete slabs everywhere. All through here. I can't put the drone up because there are black cockatoos everywhere, and yesterday when I was at a pumping station they were being buzzed by cockatoos, the drone. Yeah, look, there's quite a few of the tents here. So it was all in here. Here's the Merredin pumping station, right near the road. So yeah, all these sites are closed because of asbestos. I think this must be about the fourth one I've had a look at now. There was one earlier, I put the drone up and it was so windy I wasn't sure if I was going to get the drone back. It was also amongst these salmon trees like this, so yeah, got it back, which is good. Yeah, the pumping station number 3 at CUNDERDIN is actually a museum. I'm basically just passing through, so I'm not gonna head in there. Yeah. Got a few old tractors. It's 8 degrees. Yes, I'm just at the Merredin gardens here where I camped. So it's part of the pipeline, part of the Goldfields pipeline, had quite a interesting bit of history here because they suffered a big earthquake here in 1968, October 1968. And as you can see here, the bits of piping have telescoped into each other. You see that? So there's one end, and there's the other end here. So it's, yeah, I think they had to replace about 120 metres of pipe and a whole lot of train line too. You can see here. And apparently, according to the signage, it completely destroyed the town. So you see all the wrecked buildings, wrecked car there crushed. while taking a back road looking for the fault line at Merredin, I missed Northam up on the back road. Just heading to the Mundaring Weir. I can see the pipeline through there. So there it is, it's being pumped uphill. That's what I was reading. They had to have number 1 and number 2 pumping station fairly close to each other, because they had quite a lot of rise in the land to get it uphill. Okay. So I last filmed that in Kalgoorlie, the number 1 pump station. Number 1, completed in 1902, the first of 8 similar stations. So the original pumping station was powered by steam, so the firewood was cut from the surrounding forest. Oh, well, I should have read my thing, open Saturday, Sunday, public holidays. I'm just filming through the glass here outside, but these look like the boilers, I guess. To operate the steam pumps. It's all heritage listed now. There must have been perhaps like a holding tank. I thought I read somewhere, you know, if they had excess or something, you can sort of see little pipes down there and more pipes, unless this is just where it sort of sat. Perhaps water all sat in here before it went into the pumping station. Oh, it's a no drone area. Apparently in about 1952 they raised it by about 9 metres. And there's the pumping station number 1. See the chimney through there. These signs are so faded, but this is the upper valve house. Control the flow of water. They sure put a lot of effort into designing these things. There we go, a little sign on the door there, up there, 1902. This looks like we're coming up to one of the cranes probably used for lifting those gates. So it used to regularly overfill, but with less rainfall, they've had to pump water into the dam to keep up the levels. So that pipeline through there, across there, is used to feed extra water in. Apparently a lot of it's desalinated water, and that's how they keep the levels up. So this was used to house some little wheels that would take about 1,000 turns to open the valves, basically used in an emergency. But it was up there where the main valve house was. Yeah, so 24th January 1903, 5 o'clock, the former Premier John Forrest opened the valves and the water came gushing into the Mount Charlotte Reservoir, Kalgoorlie. So, designed by C.Y. O'Connor, 77,000 barrels of cement imported from Germany and Britain. It was the highest dam in the southern hemisphere at the time. World's longest freshwater pipeline, the first major pipeline in the world to be made of steel. It was recognised as was only the 3rd project in Australia and the 47th worldwide to be given the Goldfields Agriculture Water Supply Scheme recognises as an International Historic Civil Engineering Landmark by the American Society of Civil Engineers. So alongside the Panama Canal, Golden Gate Bridge, it was ranked in amongst those. I think there's the O'Connor Memorial here somewhere. It's up there. So this is the memorial to C.Y. O'Connor. So constructed 1898 to 1903. So he received a lot of criticism, politicians and detractors, and apparently took his own life 10 months before the water reached, was officially open in Kalgoorlie. So yeah, this O'Connor, it's a memorial to him. Yeah, this scheme, pumping station, the weir, basically opened up a lot of Western Australia and the farming districts as well. And there you have it, 569 kilometres, Kalgoorlie to Mundaring Dam, or Mundaring Weir. Yeah, it was a good trip, had a bit of rain along the way as you probably saw. Yes, I took a lot of side trips, and I'll have that in the next video. Little miniature wave rock and a few other granite formations, a bit of footage around York and Beverley. So yeah, watch the next video for that. Don't forget the good old thumbs up and the little bell for the notification, and subscribe button. And thanks for all the new subscribers as well, welcome. Alright, I'll head off now, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, take care.